Yeah. I heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Dalton's Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. On the toss, Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If Joe Mixon plays up to his potential, Cincinnati got a draft steal getting him in the 2nd round.
Strong runner. He's built like a rock, 230 pounds.
Yeah, and he moves like a little guy. All right, he's one of those players that you can use in any situation. Short yardage runner. Heck, you want to give him to the perimeter. He can take off and beat you with his speed and definitely catches the ball out of the backfield.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Everyone's looking for a bargain in the NFL draft, and I don't think anyone got a bigger one than Cincinnati getting Joe Mixon in the 2nd round.
He keeps moving east. He was born in California, then to Oklahoma, and now finding a home in the Queen City.
And I don't think it'll take him too terribly long to have a real impact on that city in terms of how he plays the game, because he can run it, catch it, he can do it all.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. This is going to be caught by the rookie. It's John Ross. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Third down from the gun. Dalton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Second down, Dalton. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing, Dalton. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie out of Oregon State, Tristan Deku. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Lamar Miller, room here to run. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. There's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Watson on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
After the penalty, it's Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still, I think Coach Bill O'Brien might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Now Watson. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ohio. Here we go. Trend 38. Trend 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Ohio. Come on.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Green with a catch left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. A.J. Green last year a career low in yardage of his 6 NFL seasons. It was the first one he didn't post 1,000 yards. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex Ohio.
Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
As aggressive as Cincinnati is on defense, I was surprised that they only had 33 sacks last season.
Yeah, bottom half of the NFL.
I think that helped contribute to them not making the playoffs. Remember, they had a nice little run going. That's the first time they missed in the last 6.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now here's Ross. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And Green with a catch left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Dobbs. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Come on, let's go.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second is Watson. Being chased out left. Steps away to his left. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8, and they're going to go soft on the corners. On third down, Watson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Foreman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A first down carry now for Miller. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the counter, it's Miller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here's Watson on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. Ohio, flex round. Come on, let's go. What? Flex round.
Watson now. Looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
To throw his downs. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man, the first sack of his NFL career. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third and long. It's Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the place.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the offense lining up first and 10. And now to the air, Dalton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dan Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Well, now they'll try the end around. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 16. And now out comes Houston. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Watson to throw on 2nd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A gain of 32 that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go! 38!
From the red zone now, Watson caught left side Hopkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans cut into that lead. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The toss play to Mixon. He finds some open field here. Powering his way forward. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now Dobbs. Quick hitch, complete. It's Ross. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting